Good morning, children. So let's begin our class. First, we'll be starting with discussion of yesterday's homework. By the way, I just want to have a quick revision of what we learned yesterday. What were the two properties that I taught you? First is the order property, and second is grouping property. Very good. Can you tell me the difference between both of them? Order property is related to what? It is related to change in order in addition. So will that affect addition if there is any change in order? No. If there is any change in order in addition, whether it is a plus b, 1 plus 2 or 2 plus 1, you will get the same answer. And what is in grouping property? If there are 3 or more than 3 numbers, then they can be grouped in any way for addition. Am I clear? So addition is nothing. Uh, what is the difference between order property and grouping property? Think. The difference between them is that in order property there we are talking about two numbers, and in grouping property we are talking about three numbers. And another difference is when I say about order property, when I talk about order property, there is no brackets, and when I talk about grouping property, there is bracket. Am I making myself clear here? Good. Alright, so now we have revised our what we did in the last class. Let's continue with the new learning today. So there are few things that I want to inform you. Let me few more properties that I want to take you through them. Alright, so the properties are sorry. Okay, some other properties of addition are, first is addition with 0. So whenever I add any number with 0, what will I get? The number itself. For instance, that so you remember that when you were small you used to do 2 plus 0 which is equal to 2. Now similarly here you will be doing the same addition of 0 with 3 digit number or 4 digit number. Just keep in mind that whenever you add with 0, then um, you will be getting the same answer. Addition of 1. If you remember this, I have taught you this successor and predecessor in the last class in chapter number 2. Do you remember this concept of successor and predecessor? Yes, just to show you a reference here, I have opened the chapter number 2, and I'm just showing you in the textbook here, successor and predecessor. The number that comes after is called successor, the number that comes before is called predecessor. And in order to calculate the successor, you will simply add 1 with the number. Right? So going back to our lesson, we were discussing about successor and how to calculate successor. Now, I was also showing you the properties of addition, additional properties of addition, the properties of addition. So we have already completed two properties. Now the next property is, these are not that detailed properties, they're quite easy to learn. So as I informed you about zero property, that 0 added to any number is equal to itself. Number ending in 0 can be easily added. Okay, now see here, for example 4000 plus 5000 is equal to 9000. Okay, so if the number is ending with 000, then it is quite easy to add them. If the number is increasing, 10 is added to any number, okay, then the value in the tens place will increase by 1. Like say for example 2359, 2359 plus 10. So you know what happens to this 5? This 5 will become 6. 7632 plus 10. Now you have to do this mentally. 7632 plus 10. So whatever the value is there in the tens place, it will increase by 1. Okay, so whenever 10 is added to any number, the number in the tens place will increase by 1. Similarly, when 100 is added to any number, it will increase by 100. Am I clear? See, now 100 is added to any number, then the hundreds place will increase by 1. So you just have to remember one thing. These are all mental calculations. Okay, whenever you have to add 10 to any number, then the tens place will increase by 1. If you have to add 100 to any number, then 100's place will increase by 1. If you have to add 1000 to any number, then 1000's place will increase by 1. Now, so these are the three four rules of addition. Going back to what we were practicing, let's go to our notes here. All right, so our notes here, yeah. So I have these questions are not part of any exercise, but you are going to do it in the notebook also, just for practice purpose. So the first property that I have taught you today is with addition. Addition with zero. What is addition with zero? You get the same number. If you have these numbers, if the numbers is ending with 000, then you will simply do the addition of the remaining number. Like for example, 4000 plus 5000, you are simply going to add 5000, 5 and 4 together and write the numbers of zeros in the end. If you have 2000 plus 3000, so you're just basically going to add in your mind what is 2, 3 plus 2, you'll get 5. Now 2359 plus 10 is what? 2369. 7632 plus 10 is what? 7642. All right, so remember that if you are adding 10 to a number, then the tens place will increase by 1. If you are adding 100 to a number, then the hundreds place will increase by 1. If you are adding thousands to a number, then the thousand place value will increase by 1. If you add 1 to a number, then you get the successor. All right, based on these rules, I have given you these things. Okay, let me also add here a question. These are the write the successor of 195,956. Let me get 195,656. Okay. So these five questions you will do as homework, and the remaining you will do as classwork. Okay. But children, remember these questions you are not going to do column addition. No, I will not allow it. No column addition. When the question says calculate mentally, you are going to use you are going to use your brains and do it. Just remember, if you have to increase by 10, you will just look at this place. Okay, if you have to increase by 100, you will look at this hundreds place value and increase this by 1. If you have to increase by 1000, then you will look at the thousands place value and you will increase by 1000. So you need to keep practicing these types of questions and you will get it. Don't worry.